Hello students, I wanted to go ahead and create a video which reviews what we learned in math today about adding and subtracting unlike fractions. Okay, so remember the classroom poster I had you guys copy down, the 4 steps that you take to solve every single problem when it comes to adding or subtracting unlike fractions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 1/3 plus 1/4 as an example. So now remember, the first thing we have to do is find your common denominator. So if we take a look at our multiplication chart, we see the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and they continue on. And then the multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and they continue on also. Well, if we take a look at the lists of multiples here, we should be able to see a multiple that is the same in both lists. And you should see that it's a 12. So right there, that is our common multiple, which becomes our common denominator. So let's go ahead and set up our equivalent fractions with the denominator of 12. Okay, so now we are ready to calculate our equivalent fractions, which is what we do in number 2. Okay, calculate your equivalent fractions. So all the information you need is right here. We have a 1/3 equals how many twelfths? Well, think to yourself, how many 3s what do you have to multiply 3 by to get to 12? You would have to multiply it by a 4. Well, whatever you do to the bottom, you also have to do to the top. Always, always, always. And so we multiply the top by 4. So if we take a look at the top now, it says 1 times 4 would be 4. So now our 1/3 becomes a 4/12 using our common denominator of 12. Now let's go ahead and do the 1/4 down here. So now ask yourself, 4 turns into 12 by multiplying by what? You would multiply by 3. Well, what you do to the bottom, you also have to do to the top. Always, always, always. And so now we take a look at the top number, the numerator. 1 times 3 is 3. So now we have calculated our equivalent fractions. And now we go ahead and we add or subtract those equivalent fractions right there. 4/12 plus 3/12. So 4/12 plus 3/12 is going to equal 7/12. And that is a review of what we did in class today.